Hi, I'm Beth Hovis with Trinity School of Natural Health. What is a lacuna? What is a crypt? These are little terms we hear in iridology sometimes, and what does that mean? What are we seeing in someone's iris when we see a lacuna or a crypt? There are fibers in the iris that come out from the pupil to the edge of the iris. And when there is a separation of the fibers, it forms a little hole in the iris, and we call that a lacuna. If it's really small, we call it a crypt. And when we see the separation of fibers, this lacuna in the eye, we want to look at what area of the body is being affected, because usually there is a deficiency, a lack of energy flowing to that area of the body. Depending on how gray or dark gray it is, will indicate how little or how much energy is actually getting to that organ. Usually we see crypts, those tiny little lacuna, anywhere in the eye, but mostly we will see them along the collarette. And when we see these crypts, we know that that is an indication of bowel disorders in past generations of the family. So what that means for us when we're looking at someone's iris is pay attention to the area of the body where a lacuna shows up. That will indicate to us where we need to support the body. If we see the little crypts in the iris along the collarette or along the nerve ring, we know we want to help support the digestive system. When we see lacuna, it does not mean that this person is actually having a problem with that organ or gland. It just means there's a potential there. There's a potential that the energy isn't flowing there like it should be. So what can we do to help support? Well, if there are a lot of lacuna, we usually want to help support the glandular system, because that usually means there's a weakness in the glands. If there's just a few lacuna in different areas of the iris, we want to support whatever organ or gland is being shown in the iris. And that usually means you can do things like herbs or even exercise to help. And don't forget water. When you see a lacuna in a friend or family member's eyes, just know that that's a potential for a weakness there. It doesn't mean that that person has a problem, it's just a potential for a problem. And when we study iridology and we see these signs, now we have a clue how to help that person, how to help ourselves support the area of the body that a sign is showing up in.